Welcome to Africa, a continent of diverse cultures and rich history, a land once reigned over by influential figures, their lives resembling an epic Game of Thrones. Africa, a cradle of civilization, has given birth to some of history's legendary figures. Today, we are going to debunk some stereotypes. Africa was not a land of merely spears and shields, it a thriving hub of trade routes, grand architectural projects, and a place where wealth was defined not solely by gold but by wisdom and power. We will recount the tales of Hatshepsut, the trade-savvy Egyptian pharaoh, the Queen of Sheba, the founder of a real-life dynasty, and Shaka Zulu, a military genius. These trailblazers not only ruled but revolutionized their empires. So, prepare yourself as we embark on this exciting journey through the annals of Africa's history, spotlighting its most legendary leaders. Our first stop is Egypt, home to one of the most successful pharaohs, Hatshepsut. No, it's not a sneeze, but an extraordinary leader who changed the game in her time. Known for her extensive trade routes and impressive building projects, Hatshepsut was not just a pharaoh with an interesting name. She was a trailblazer in architecture and economics. With tactics and strategic thinking, she managed to create a prosperous empire, renowned far and wide. And when we talk about legendary ladies, let's not forget the Queen of Sheba. She was not just a figure of myth, but a real-life queen believed to be the mother of Ethiopia and the founder of a dynasty. These two powerful women set the bar high, redefining leadership in their era. They were the original queens of the Nile, paving the way for future generations. So when someone labels queen as just a fancy title, remember Hatshepsut and the Queen of Sheba? They were the ones to prove women can and do lead dynasties, and they disagree with anyone who says otherwise. Next, we embark on a journey to Aksum and Mali, landmarks of the noteworthy figures Ezana and Musa I. These weren't just names of a fleeting boy band, but a testament to their power and influence, permanently etched the annals of their empires. We begin with Ezana of Aksum, the pioneering Christian king. His claim to fame was his penchant for monument building. Yes, way before the era of towering skyscrapers and colossal stadiums, there was Ezana meticulously designing his legacy, one monument at a time. He was the Picasso of his epoch, transforming stone into art and creating a heritage that would endure for centuries. Shifting our timeline to Mali, we are introduced to Musa I, a man of astonishing wealth that could easily make Scrooge McDuck seem like a miser. But his story isn't merely about wealth. Musa I was a potent leader, a man whose reach extended beyond his kingdom. Thus, the tales of Ezana and Musa I unfold, pioneers of monument building and wealth accumulation since the 4th century. Of Zaria and Ivoire of Benin, two notable figures who were not your everyday city conquerors. Amina, a warrior queen, didn't just spend her days sitting on her throne, she led from the front and took over cities one after another. Her impressive fortifications, Amina's walls, are a testament to her indomitable will. Shifting focus to Ivoire of Benin, he was more than just a king. He not only rebuilt his city, but strategically expanded his empire through sheer intelligence and grit. Despite the lack of modern technology or magical assistance, some may believe, he transformed Benin into a dominant force to be reckoned with. So whether you're hoping to conquer a city or dreaming of expanding an empire, Amina and Ivoire I serve as outstanding examples. Remember, even without an army or a kingdom, there's always room for dreams. Thus, Amina Ivoire I, setting the standard for all future city conquerors and empire builders. Finally, we arrive at the Zulu kingdom, where Shaka Zulu and Cetshwayo Kampande reigned supreme. Shaka Zulu, a name that still reverberates through the corridors of history, was a military genius who undertook the transformation of a small clan into a formidable kingdom. His ingenious battle tactics and audacious leadership have etched an unforgettable impression on the global canvas. On the other hand, we have Cetshwayo Kampande, a courageous leader who faced the British invasion head-on. This was a king who held firm belief in the power of his people and the tenacity of his traditions, and indeed he was never hesitant about defending them. As much as you might be conjuring images of Shaka Zulu commuting to work on a rhino or Cetshwayo Kampande engaging in a playful wrestling match with a crocodile, I'm afraid I have to pop that fantastical bubble. The legendary leaders of Africa were far more about strategic acumen, bravery, and wisdom than Hollywood-esque animal stunts. And so concludes brief tour of Africa's legendary leaders. If you found this journey fascinating, don't let yourself forget to hit the subscribe button to the Pinnacle path, because history is often more amusing than you'd imagine.